Hello, I am 𝗣𝗧𝗔𝗕𝗂𝗀𝗔𝗕𝗂.com o Elgin Santos. Welcome back sa PTABCP Business Coaching YouTube channel. Hi, nandito na naman tayo, no? I'm trying to live stream again and again. And i-invite kita sa PTABCP Business Coaching YouTube channel. Ayan, ano? At i-hit ang notification bell para po ma-update sa iba't ibang updates ng videos or vlogs tungkol sa taxation, bookkeeping, payroll, etc. Okay. So, ang ating topic ngayon ay tungkol sa ano ba yung tinatawag na ordinary assets at saka capital assets? Kasi 'di ba, naririnig mo 'yan, "Ay, ang BIR merong ano yun, ano daw yun, ordinary asset at saka capital asset." Ano nga ba yung mga 'yan? So 'yan ang ating pupuntahan ngayon. Ano ang ordinary asset at capital asset? Pupuntahan natin yung ating materials para doon. So nandito na tayo sa PTABCP.com, no? Nandito tayo sa PTABCP.com, yung ibang mga na-research ko, ang mga reference materials ko tungkol sa tax, accounting, bookkeeping, ayan, dito ko nilalagay. So, you are most welcome na ano mo rin to, no? You are most welcome. PTABCP.com na website. You are most welcome na explore ang ating PTABCP.com na website. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa'yo, no? Nandito ang payroll, taxation, accounting and bookkeeping na ayan, ang mga topics. Diyan ako naglalagay, no? Kapag may nire-research ako, yan, saan natin pinaglalagay. Ang pag-uusapan natin ay tungkol sa ordinary assets at saka business assets. Hahanapin ko lang ang materials para dito. Actually, ang capital gains tax ay part ng income tax. So, ito, no? Capital gains tax, yun nga lang hindi ito inire-report sa income tax kasi may ibang form ang ginagamit sa capital gains tax. Capital gains tax is a tax imposed on the gains presumed to have been realized by the seller from the sale, exchange, or other disposition of capital assets located in the Philippines, including pacto de retro sales and other forms of conditional sales. So, tatandaan mo yung word na capital asset. Paano natin malalaman ang capital asset? Kailangan alamin mo muna ang meaning ng ordinary asset. Okay, nilakyan ko lang. Yan. So, ano ba ang meaning of ordinary assets? Yan siya, no? Ganyan. Ang ordinary assets daw shall refer to all real properties, no? Real properties ang pinag-uusapan sa ordinary assets at capital assets. Ang ordinary assets is specifically excluded from the definition of capital assets. So, under Section 39A, 1 of the Code, namely, stock in trade of a taxpayer or other real property of a kind, which would properly be included in the inventory of the taxpayer if on hand and at the close of the taxable year or so. So, itong mga ito ay lilitaw sa yung annual inventory list, no? Stock and trade mo siya kapag ka ikaw ay you are dealing with real properties. Real property held by the taxpayer primarily for sale. The customers in the ordinary course of his trade or business. Or real property used in trade or business, i.e. buildings and their improvements of a character which is subject to the allowance for depreciation provided for under Section 34F of the Code, or real property used in trade or business of the taxpayer. So, tandaan mo, no? They are or real properties, no? Excluded from the definition of capital assets. Ordinary assets, itong apat, no? Yung 1, 2, 3, 4, lahat yan ay ordinary assets. Now, real properties acquired by banks through foreclosure sales are considered as ordinary assets. Yun, kasama rin to, ha? Now, ano ba ang capital assets? Capital assets shall refer to all real properties held by a taxpayer with whether or not connected with his trade or business and which are not included among the real properties considered as ordinary assets. So, ibig sabihin, kapag hindi kasama dito, ayan, kaya kailangan tandaan mo, ay capital assets na iyon, no? Kapag capital assets, yun yung subject sa CGT. Oo, iba kasi ang taxation kapag ordinary assets kasi ito ay mga pambenta, no? Lumalabas na ito ay pambenta o pangnegosyo, itong mga ordinary assets na ito. So, pambenta, pangnegosyo ang ordinary assets. Pero itong capital assets, again, ano? All real properties din siya, whether or not connected with his trade or business, not included among the real properties considered as ordinary assets. Ang reference mo dyan ay, ito na, under Section 39A1 of the Code, Section 2A of RR 7-2003. Yan. So, yun siya. Ano ba ang meaning ng real property? Kasi sinasabi doon, no, all real properties, tapos ito ay real properties din. So, tingnan natin ano ba ang meaning ng real properties. O, ito daw. Ang real property shall have the same meaning attributed to, same meaning attributed to the term under Article 415 of Republic Act Number 386, otherwise known as the Civil Code of the Philippines, no? Alright, Civil Code of the Philippines. So, ito, no, ni-research na rin natin ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng real property under Article 415 ng Republic Act 386, no? Ito ang 386. So, ito daw ay immovable property. Ang real property ay immovable property. Hindi ginagalaw o hindi gumagalaw. Immovable, cannot be moved na property. So, ano-ano ito? Immovable ba ito? Okay, tanungin nga natin. So, Article 415, the following are immovable property. Number 1, land, buildings, roads, and constructions of all kinds adhered to the soil. Number 2, trees, plants, and growing fruits, while they are attached to the land or form an integral part of an immovable. Number 3, everything attached to an immovable in a fixed manner in such a way that it cannot be separated therefrom without breaking the material or deterioration of the object. Number 4, statutes, reliefs, paintings, or other objects for use or ornamentation placed in buildings or on lands by the owner of the immovable in such a manner that it reveals the intention to attach them permanently to the tenements. All right, number 5. machinery, receptacles, instruments, or implements intended by the owner of the tenement for an industry or works, which may be carried on in a building or on a piece of land, and which tend directly to meet the needs of the said industry or works. Number 6, animal houses, pigeon houses, beehives, fish ponds, or breeding places of similar nature. In case their owner has placed them or preserves them with the intention to have them permanently attached to the land and forming a permanent part of it. The animals in these places are included. Number 7, fertilizer is actually used on a piece of land. Okay, number 8, mines, quarries, and slag dumps, while the matter thereof forms part of the bed and waters either running or stagnant. The number 9, docks, and structures which, though floating, are intended by their nature and object to remain at a fixed place on a river, lake, or coast. Number 10, contracts for public works, and servitudes and other real rights over immovable property. Ang source mo, ito, i-click mo na lang, no? Yung Republic Act 386. So, ito ang real property. So, yun na yung pinag-uusapan doon. So, meaning ng ordinary property, again, ito mga stock in trade or other real property of kind. Nakasama sa inventory. Real property held for sale, used in business, used in trade or business, no? All right, this what? This ends the topic for the real property, for the ordinary assets and capital assets. Ngayon, invite kita sa aming iba't ibang webinars and BODs. All right, we are here na. Yan. Okay. I-invite kita sa Bookkeeping Guide and Actual Practice, Real Life Setting Courses. Meron na tayong iba't ibang variant, no? May B33, but 4 kanino yan, Para kanino? Percentage Tax Registered Seller of Services, B33 non-VAT Percentage Tax Registered Seller of Goods, B42 VAT Registered Seller of Services, B43 VAT Registered Seller of Goods. Malapit na ang ITR season. Actually, nag-i-start na ang iba. Tandaan mo na ang iyong CPA na pipirma sa iyong books of accounts, sa iyong financial statements of ITR o auditor's report ay hindi na pipirma. Bakit po? Kasi ang mga taga-BIR nagsasampa ng kaso sa mga CPA na pumipirma ng auditor's report na hindi na-check or hindi tinitingnan kung may laman ba o wala ang libro. Kasi paano mo na-audit o paano ka nakapag-certify na na-audit mo ang financial statements kung walang libro o walang laman ang mga libro, no? Sinasampahan ng kaso ng BIR ang mga ganyang CPA. Kaya, hahanapin ng iyong CPA ang mga libro mo, no? Yung mga hindi nila nakikita, at saka yung mga walang laman na libro, yan, walang pirma-pirma. Walang pirma-pirma, hindi ka niya i-engage. At saka ngayon pala maghanap ka na ng CPA. December ngayon, 2021, kasi konti lang ang mga CPAs na nasa public practice. Okay, yung B32 ay para dito, no? Nabanggit ko na ba? B32 percentage tax registered seller of services, B33 percentage tax registered seller of goods, B42 percentage B42 VAT registered seller of services, and B43 VAT registered seller of goods. Maganda to, no? Yung workshop ito. Yung workshop nito ang maganda. Kasi tuturuan kang i-automate sa MS Excel yung paggawa ng books. Kasi yung iba ganyan ang ginagawa, di ba? MS Excel muna bago magsusulat sa books. Ang pinagkaiba nito doon, eto kasi ay easy mag-generate ng mga general ledger trial balance. No? Ang trial balance ay ginagamit sa pagbuo ng financial statement. Ngayon, no, ang sabi ng aming mga estudyante, eto ma'am, ang galing po ng course nyo at sobrang laking tulong talaga. Ano pa sinasabi, no? Sulit daw ang bayad sa inyo, sabi, no? Long, ayan, ano pa, may sinasabi pa dyan. Ilan lang to sa mga testimonials. Ano pa, super ma'am, sobrang salamat. Hindi ko lang po dito nagamit, natutunan ko sa'yo. Sa ibang reporting ko, production, planning, attendance. Hi, thank you so much po. Ito, ano sabi ng isa? I am planning to explore your other courses in the future. This has been a great experience for me. Yeah, no, marami pang iba, may mga ibang testimonials maliban sa mga yan, hindi ko pa lang nakokolate. Ini-invite kita sa mga live webinars namin, no? Ang aming live webinars ay, eto na, no? Yung natitira para sa December ay itong, para saan ba itong na to, no? Yung December 18, babanggitin ko na, no? Humabol ka na lang. Eto, December 18, yung LG132 at saka, eto, January 8, no? Dalawang beses siya. Mamimili ka, December 18 or January 8. Sa December 18, isang schedule siya. Ang discussion ay payroll-related tax compliance includes how to prepare withholding tax on compensation, 1601C, 1604C, annualization, 2316, alpha list of payees, Annex F. Yan. Ito ay may kinalaman sa yung paggawa ng mga substituted filing at yung annualization. Ito yung year-ender adjustments. Now, pagka sinabing year-ender adjustments mula January hanggang December, January 1 hanggang December 30, 31, kukomputin mo yung tax dues niyan. Ngayon, paano mo gagawin yon? Dito, itinuturo namin ng mabilis kung paano mo gagawin ang annualization para makompute mo yung tax due. Yung annual tax due ng compensation na yung employee. Maraming estudyante na ang nagsasabi na participant sa aming courses, ang ganda daw ng pagkakaturo o pagkakagawa. Eto, sa December 18, syempre, nagpo-fall ka na dito sa regular rate. Sa January 8 naman, eto, hahabol ka pa sa super saver rate o kaya early bird. Dito, no? Inilabas na namin ng maaga ang January schedule para mahabol mo yung super saver rate. Meron na, mabudget mo ang iyong 13-month pay. Alright, para makapag-ipon pa, no, ng pang-tuition fee. Ayan siya. Then sa December 21, yung annual inventory list simplified. Yan. Kailangan mo yan sa submission mo sa January 30. And then, ito, no, sa January 11, meron tayong EWT. Paano ba mag-compute ng tax due ng EWT? At paano mag-fill up ng 0619E, 1601EQ, QAP, 1604E, and alpha list of payees. Then, sa January 15, meron tayong umaga at hapon tungkol sa VAT. Ang VAT sa umaga ay VAT concepts, input tax and output tax on domestic, deemed export, import, and exempt transactions for sales and purchases of goods and services. And then sa hapon, yung 2 p.m., VAT filing and payment, how to compute VAT due, and how to fill up 𝗘𝗏𝗂𝗪, 𝗘𝗏𝗪-Q, and SLSP. And yung January 18, 22, and 29, yan ay pang income tax, no? Dahil gawaan na ng income tax returns. Sa income tax, ito yung yung sa January 18, gross income, allowable deductions, expense limitations, required attachments to ITR, penalties, filing, and payment ang discussion. While sa January 22, ayan merong donate option. Sa January 22, quarterly and annual computation of income tax due for individual. And how to fill up 1701Q, 1701A, 1701, and 𝗬𝗘. Yun yung 8% OSD and AID for Q1, Q2, Q3, and annual. Then sa January 29, ito yung income tax naman, quarterly and annual computation of income tax due for non-individual, and how to fill up 1702Q, 1702, and 𝗬𝗘, no? OSD and AID, or yung AID for Q1, Q2, Q3, and annual. Sa February 25, ito naman yung payroll computation in actual practice, yung how to compute payroll. Ma'am, sir, namimigay kami ng template dito sa mga participants namin, na worth 15,000. Ma'am, talaga? Oo, explain ko sa'yo. Umattend ka dito sa LG122, no? Imaginin mo na ito lang investment mo, pero pangkabuhayan showcase ang ituturo ko sa'yo, no? Pwede kang manguha ng kliyente para sa iyong payroll computation services. Or, kung ikaw yung may-ari, it's going to be easy for you to compute yung mga SSS PhilHealth Pag-ibig, ano yung mga nasa labor standards, yan, ituturo dyan sa February 5. Okay. Okay, we are done. Again, Again and again, ini-invite kita. Again and again, ini-invite kita na mag-subscribe sa PTABCP Business Coaching YouTube channel. I-hit mo ang notification bell. And also, ini-invite kita na paki-follow, paki-like ang 𝗬𝗧𝗔𝗕𝗂𝘀𝗀𝗀.com na Facebook page at saka yung PTABCP.com na business coaching Facebook page, no? Para nandoon namin nilalagay naman yung mga narratives na updates tungkol sa payroll, tax, accounting, bookkeeping, and productivity. Yan ha. So thank you. Kung meron ka natutunan sa vlog na ito, paki-share mo. Caring is sharing, no? Sharing is caring. Yun siya, no? Ang gusto nating mangyari, maraming matutunan o maraming makaalam tungkol sa tax. At saka sa iba't ibang knowledge, no? This is learning. Alright, see you sa iba't ibang videos. Bye for now.